What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is my first video of hopefully many videos. I'm playing Victoria 2. It's based in 1836. It's a fairly historical, but it's not railroaded. It starts in that date, and then you can do whatever you want until I think it's 1926, something like that. I play a whole variety of games. What I aim to do is to have a schedule of certain games at a certain time. So on certain days, certain games will appear, certain videos, so forth. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to play as Netherlands because they have colonies down in the East Indies, so in Indonesia, Malaya, and all that. So the avenue of expansion there is quite large, and they do have colonies in Africa, which means that when it comes to time to colonize Africa, already have a foothold in an area to basically start off at. So basically, the first thing that I'm sort of going to have to do is essentially yes, sorry, I sort of lost for words and sort of just staring at the screen. I'm dividing up my armies just so I can organise them a little bit better. I'm going to get all my navies back just so I can organise them as well. That's annoying. Where's the other one over there? Get all them back to Rotterdam. I'm going to decline that. I'm going to get an alliance from Prussia. Because basically what I need to do is I have cores on Belgium. However, Belgium is in the sphere of the British, which means that they will join the war, but France will go into friendly, which means that they can join the war, which I don't want. So I need to either wait for Belgium to rise into great power status, which isn't that hard, or I need to hope that France don't stay or get an alliance with them. I'm setting national focuses. That basically allows me to do a whole set of things. Basically, it's more to micromanage individual state levels. So I'm going to get medicine as my first tech. So for those of you who don't know what this game is, if you don't and you've somehow searched up this game, that's fine. But obviously it would be a rarity because it's such a niche game. It's a geopolitical, historical, economic simulator essentially. You can't always map it because you have a thing called infamy, which is capped off at 25. And once you go over the 25, every nation in the world, major power I think it is actually, gets a war goal to basically just attack you, to not to cripple you basically because you're becoming too aggressive. So yeah, that's basically it. What we're going to do is we're going to turn most things up to max. We're going to turn max speed up and we're going to let it play. We might dip in money, which hopefully we won't, but we haven't, which is good. So what we're going to do is I've tried recording this set for several times now, and every time I've run into complications, not with the game itself, but with through my recording. So I'm hopefully that's not going to happen this time round. This is the third time, it's the third time lucky. I'm going to get 5 artillery, because then that is the magic number. We're going to get 7 transports, because that is how many we also need. Like I said, 3 times now. Once you have enough money, I'll build forts in the home region. But Belgium will probably go to great power number 8, purely because of their industrial tech. Which is fine, I don't mind that. What I'm doing now is I'm turning off the tabs, because there's a lot of tabs. A lot of tabs. I didn't set my... That's annoying. But it's fine now. Thankfully most of them are going in. The last fleet is coming up from Africa. It's now probably... yeah, it's near Spain. Yeah, all these nations could have alliances if they want. Sweden, will you give me one? You normally do. You won't this time around. It's interesting. Right, so... So Belgium is no longer viable to attack. Let's build up an army in Asia. So we need 3, 5, and 1. That it says 9, but we already have an infantry division over there. So we'll set it there. I'll remove the irregular, sorry, because they are bad, incredibly bad. And we will essentially just wait now. That's all we can do. We can build up a naval dockyard in Arnhem, and I don't even want to pronounce it, Leeuwarden. There. In Friesland, which I can pronounce, I believe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I can pronounce it none the same. We'll get... Was my count off on Clippers? No, it wasn't. I'm surprised I got it right in a way, but I'm pleased I also got it right as well. So this first episode is going to be sort of just, hopefully at the end of it we'll have Belgium back. If not, it's going to be the preparation stage and phases to make sure that happens. So it's kind of just waiting and seeing and hoping that something works out. But we shall see. So the army is assembling down here. We just got the horses to build, but they need luxury clothes, so it'll take a while. So what we're going to do now is we're going to rush the prestige techs. And then once that's out of the way, hopefully that helps a lot. I think we've got enough money to start building forts everywhere. In our home region anyway. Which is what we need. Because then it means it'll be harder for us to be invaded. Belgium has 2 armies that won't be larger than mine once my units are assembled. My national focuses are essentially keeping it so that I am constantly trying to build up an army. Because that is what I need. I need an army. I need 3 armies of 30. And everything above and beyond that is just a bonus, basically. So, 1 frigate in 5 man o' wars. What we'll do is we'll wait to build the man o' wars till all my naval dockyards are built, so it's not going to take as long. They build? Yeah, they are building. So getting forts. They're going to be a secondary part. I need them to hit 8, ideally. If they get to 8 and then comes to the end of the year, that'll be fantastic. France and Britain's actually fine, but once France removes Britain will stop fighting. That's generally what always tends to happen, which isn't ideal. So we've got the 4 units of cannon. Am I able? No, I'm not. Once I can get an extra horse unit, that'll be good, because then I can use the 4, literally the exact 4 of brigades to mobilise, which is fine. We got the alliance with Sweden, like I said we probably would. Britain's now out of the sphere. They are number 9. I need them to be number 8. Ideally. I mean, I don't need them, but I don't want them to ally France and not Britain, or leave the British sphere, or a sphere of alliances anyway. That for me would be catastrophic. We've nearly got enough luxury clothes to build the Hussar unit, which I think we're doing now. Yep. We'll do another prestige tech. What are you? You're still number 9. France is progressing a little bit faster than I'd like. But we shall see. If we actually manage to do this again, I think I figured the way out. So hopefully that'll be fine. What's interesting though, I don't really want casus bellis against nations right now. It's not helpful for me. I need to get rid of slavery, because I still have that in my country right now, which is not ideal. Notoriously bad in real life, and it's also very bad in this game for economic reasons, which is odd considering it was one of the main reasons for slavery in real life was economic. But in this, it affects the growth of capitalists, and capitalists will build your factories, unless you micromanage, which is what I will be doing to an extent, but not fully. Once you're large enough, like Britain, it's hard. It's not impossible to micromanage, but it's a lot easier it's a lot easier to not micromanage, because you can just leave it to captain because you have enough. So your soldiers, you never really want the percentage above of them to go above 5, because that's when I don't quite know what the problems are, but you start to run into problems. So basically, it's just the whole of just building up the correct amount of units. So we've got 10 down there. Is that slavery? It is. Slavery is gone. They're number 9 still. France is getting steadily closer, which is not good for me. Let's go pick up those 30,000. Go pay back attention to over here. Our forts are nearly done. After this take, I'm going to do infantry, maybe infantry, or I might do railroads. What I'm hoping they do is they build up their industry again, because I really need them to get number 8. If they get number 8, I know they're going to be... I need them to drop. I need Spain to drop. Or Ottomans to drop. Because it's not great. So they need to gain prestige, but it doesn't look like they're going to. Which is really bad. But, saying that, we can continue to build. So we now got the navy up, so we can build the 5 man of wars, which will get done a lot faster than previously before. Okay, so my fleet has arrived. I'll give it time to rebuild itself a little bit. Number 8, there you go. That is what I wanted. And they're allied to Britain. That's not favourable. Oh, we lost an infantry unit in that, and we lost artillery as well. Oh, this game's already not wanting me to win. Right, let's get that up there. Let's do that one because you get the proficiency buff. Okay, let's give voting rights to the landed. Okay, let's just build a dragoon, because dragoon doesn't require half as much, so it's a lot easier to do. So, hopefully, once they flick into it, they've dropped again. Oh, that's so bad. That's really bad for me. Well, in that case, we'll go railroad, because I don't see us going to war just yet. Because that's a thing, which then means that they're going to ditch that alliance and go to France. They're number 8 now, though. Please don't ally France. That is all I need from them to do. That is their sole mission, is to not ally France. And I bet you they will, just as we're about to get into the war. Go to great power. You know you want to. Come on. Where are they? Bay of Biscay, so they're just about to appear. Is that them? Come on. Come on. You're number 8. How long is it going to take till Spain fall out? They're so close. We have units on Rotterdam, I believe. No, we don't. This is an absolute nightmare. Thankfully, we didn't lose any units. Why are you not a great power? I don't understand this. They should easily be a great power by now. But it would have appear that they've still kept the alliance with Britain, which they have. But that is the only lifeline we have right now. Literally the only lifeline we have right now. Because they land... Okay, yeah, maybe not. They land individually. Relinquish clergy, so our education level goes up a little bit. Still a secondary power. Maybe it's a whole year they have to be 8th? I don't know. But hopefully it's not, because that'll suck. Quite a lot. Because it's quite a lot of waiting. Model colony for Portugal. That gives them a lot of prestige and stuff, I think. Maybe some resource benefits as well. There you are. They are now a great power. Which means that I can do that. Okay, so Luxembourg and Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg did actually join the Chads. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and kill most of their army immediately. So we're killing the Belgians. Stomping on them, in fact. Hopefully this is the way it's going to go for most of the war. Charleroi. Okay. Okay, and now we'll mobilise. This is still... There you go. There's the British coming in. Where are they going though? Rotterdam. It's a costly way to fight this war. But I just need to get a little bit of time where they're not trying to invade. Really. Because it is just constant. What we're going to do is we're going to get another one of those infantry units to the one in Ghent. Do I have all my stuff up? I do. Because the faster I can basically siege them out, the faster I can recruit Belgian soldiers. Which sounds really weird to basically conquer a country then immediately recruit their population. But believe it or not, that's what happens in this game. This game's not exactly amazingly designed for that. That seems kind of unfair to do. But I am the Netherlands taking on Great Britain and Belgium, so Great Britain's now mobilising, which is insane to think about. They're going to land troops in a minute as well. That's just what happens. Although we're very close to annexing Belgium, which should be done in a few seconds. Once that siege there is complete. So close. Come on. Come on. So very close. Once that's done, which it is, we can piece them out. And now we have access to their units, which is very dumb. We're going to build a Dragoon, not 6 Dragoons though. 1 Dragoon just because it's the fastest unit for us to build. We're going to build up forts in this region immediately. And then Britain is going to continuously try to attack us. And we are ultimately just going to sit and continuously riposte them, basically. Because we don't need that to happen. They can't do much. Spain wants an alliance. Vlaanderen, which was a Belgian for, we're going to increase soldiers because we need them. Great Britain will just siege down our colonies, which will give them a little bit of war score support in the beginning, but ultimately because they're not getting their war goal, it will just tick down constantly. So we managed to get what we wanted, which is perfect. They actually had an industrial, so what we're going to do is we're going to open it and subsidise everything just because we need it, because it produces so much money for us. We'll do weighted wealth, because whatever keeps the people happy, although only 0.45% of people actually wanted it. So they're now landing a smallish army in the north of my land. 20,000 should die. It is. So they're going into Hanover, which won't give me access, but that's fine. Okay, so you need artillery. So this is it. Basically, the war is done. We could probably demobilize. Really, because I don't think we particularly need anything. Another infantry unit for them, and that should be that, fully stacked. Finally, it feels good to finally get this done, because this is an absolute nightmare to try and do successfully. Okay, so the North German Federation is just formed. That's hopefully not very scary. I say that sort of with hesitation, purely because I don't know what whether they'll attack me or not. I don't think they do. It doesn't often happen, but I'm not going to give them a particular reason to. We're going to continue to pass political reforms wherever we can, just because it makes people happy wherever it can. And that's all I need to do. Is if I can keep the population happy, everything should be okay. But again, we shall see. Right, so that's okay. So now I'm Miltech 7. What's Britain on? Miltech 6. So I have an advantage over them now. So I'm going to dive into something different. Let's get ideological thought, because it gives me another national focus point. So I've now got 2 30 stacks. We'll do that, then get 2 infantry on that one, and then I shall have 3 30 stacks, which will then be ideal for me to transfer. Okay, that was a bad idea. Which will then be ideal for me to transport them to attack Southeast Asia, really, and take over land. So they're pushing into what looks like Rotterdam. So we'll just doom stack them basically, and that should be easy. Just like that. Ah, see, that's a new one for the AI. Oh no, never mind. I thought they landed 2 armies, but they didn't. I should win that battle, which I'm doing very convincingly. Like, I stack wiped, which is great to see. You do love to see it. That is for sure. Get some more vote, even though it was less. It means I don't have to do it later on. So yeah, every army here has full amount, which is good. I'm gonna do that because then all we need is 4. We've just been told we're in a great power, and we've been 7th for a while, but I guess that's what happens. So we're gonna get Luxembourg hopefully into our sphere, and that should be it. That is, as far as I'm aware, the first playthrough. Let's have a quick look around the world. Spain has taken over Crete, which is interesting. They've sieged down a bunch of my colonies, but still not that successfully, if I'm honest. I'm going to try and take Johor, hopefully, in the next region, and expand around this area. But there's been a small skirmish, small war already. That's horrendous, and that always happens in, like, vanilla always happens. And NGF formed, so yeah. Thanks for watching. Like I said at the beginning, I'm aiming to do schedules and various types of videos to cater to a wider audience before I can find my niche, because obviously at the beginning that's the main thing of what I want to do. But please, by all means, drop a comment, like and subscribe, whatever you feel like doing. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.